Crafty Babes. Welcome to my DIY December daily kit. Every year I decide on a color scheme or kind of a theme in a way. Like I've done a really vintage theme, I've done very traditional, I've done colors that are kind of all over the place, but I like to just kind of select the vibe that I'm going with, and then I pick different collections that I feel like kind of go together, and I make my own kit. And I have so much left over, and this year I'm on 2 design teams that provide a December daily kit, as well as Illustrated Faith made a Christmas collection. So I've got quite a bit of stuff to work with, and then I also purchased my own a little bit of the Fa La La collection from Crate Paper. So I think that everything goes really well together, and I'm really excited to show you everything that I'm going to be using. And for me, I need a lot of stuff because a project that's a month long, if all of my product is the same, or I start to feel like I don't have enough to choose from, I get really bored super fast. So this is my way of making sure that I have enough to work with, that I don't get bored, and that I'm still loving all of the product that I have to take me all the way through the end of the month. And I don't have a rule where I will always stop at the 25th or the 26th, and some years I've gone all the way to the 31st. It just depends on how far the Christmas festivities continue on. But usually I stop with the cleanup, and then I do a separate page in my family album about like the last several days of the year to kind of wrap up that family album. But this year we're just kind of gonna roll. We're just gonna roll with all this good stuff. Now, I don't have my album yet because there are a couple things that I do not have yet. I don't have my Felicity Jane kit, and that will be shipping sometime mid-November if you guys ordered Joy. And I'm really excited for it because it has a lot of the same colors, obviously reds and greens, that all of my other supplies have. And I also am going to use 2 of their binders. So I've grabbed the plaid ones, shocker, I know. And the reason why I grabbed 2 is because even though they are 2.5 inches wide, both of my previous years that I have done 6x8 albums, I have really stuffed them full. The first one I used was a Simple Stories Snap Christmas album, and it is 3 inches and it is packed. And then last year I used 2 of the Simple Stories Snap polka dot ones, and they are like 2 inches. And I used 2, and they're both very full. So I don't want to limit myself with just trying to fit everything into one album. So I decided to order myself a second album so that I had 2 that were matching. And if I end up going into the second album, awesome. I don't feel one bit guilty about utilizing more space for my favorite project of the year. So let's get started. I have so much stuff here, you guys. I think maybe what I'll do is just start with the papers, and we'll just kind of work our way around. So I told you that I bought some Fa La La from Crate Paper, and I really should have, I did open this already, but check out this gorgeousness. It has this really super cute vintage vibe, but also some traditional colors and some pink, which I always end up needing some normal non-Christmas colors in my kit. I always end up with the need for some yellow or some pink because those are colors of my life. Like not everything in the month of December always is red and green. So I make sure that when I put my kit together that I take into consideration I'm gonna have other colors that pop up in my photos. But this 6x6 paper pad is like heaven on earth. It is so fun and cute, and these papers will end up either becoming inserts into just throwing them into my album and creating a page just without a pocket, or they're going to get cut up into 4x6s or 3x4s, and I'm going to use them in my pockets. So I am super thrilled with this paper pack. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to show you the individual 12x12 papers that I got from Fa La La, because I know that sometimes I like to do 6x8 full pages, and the 6x6 paper pad would not allow that, obviously. So here are the ones that I picked up. I picked up this black and white gingham, of course, and this really pretty fern and snowflakey one. And these colored trees were just too good to pass up, and I really like the pink on the back. This is such a great neutral for just creating fun backgrounds. And then this cute snowflake. I don't know that I'll use this very much because it's very busy, but like this one's really pretty and subtle. And then I really like that. Really neutral on the back. And of course, because hello. And then again, I really love this neutral. And then some cut apart. So we've got the tags and stuff, and then 3x4s. And actually, I don't really know that these are 3x4. They look a little taller than 4 inches, but they'll be perfect. And then, oh, it's got this black kind of wonky polka dot on the back. This is one of my favorite papers from this collection. It's got these really cute, thin, open stars on the super neutral background. And on the other side is this really gorgeous green and pink and red, like fern leafy thing. And then Christmas trees and this gorgeous Fa La La. I just love it so much. This is such a pretty color green. I'm just in love with it, and the stars. And then I love all of these really fun flashcards, and they're all 25. So, well, not all of them, but most of them equal 25. So it's really fun to kind of see how they all add up and match up and stuff. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, and so while we're talking about the papers, I just figured I'd bring them all over here for you. So this is from the Advent collection from Illustrated Faith, and this is the Fundamentals sticker sheet. So it's got some borders and a cute, really cute alpha with some snowflakes. And then just all of these are really fun little pieces. So Shauna actually designed this whole kit, as you can tell, because it's super fun. And then here are the papers that I picked that I figured would go the best with the color scheme I'm working on. And there's a bunch of gold foil, so I'm sorry if the lighting is kind of weird. It might look black in some spots. But Jesus and hot cocoa, because I am not a coffee girl, but I am a cocoa girl, so this is going to be super fun. And then I just love the fact that I could cut all these out and I get 4x6 cards. And here's just a really fun pattern that just has a bunch of the same color. So it just, that lime color and the teal and the red and pink, just, it's gonna be really nice together. Here is just a handwritten, all the numbers, and some borders that can be cut into strips and used like as washi or something. I am so excited about all of these tags. I feel so inspired to just cut all these out, and I've been doing a lot of doodling on my pages. If you've seen any of my recent traveler's notebook pages or even my pocket pages, I'm doing a lot of outlining, and so these just have my heart. And I like how some of them have words and some of them have the numbers for the month. There's a navy blue with some white stars on it. Well, these are asterisks, but you know, snowflakes. A lot of cups. I'm not sure how I'll use this, but the first thing I thought of was just maybe I would cut out a couple, fussy cut them. But I don't drink a lot of coffee or a lot of warm things, and I don't feel like I'm going to take a whole lot of photos of those, but I will for sure take at least 1 or 2. So those will be nice to use for that. And then just a really nice neutral green on the back. This one is so pretty in her handwriting with all these lyrics from just all of the all of the wonderful Christmas songs. I'm so excited for Christmas. These have these are not ferns. What's the Christmas tree? It's like it's a Christmas tree leaf. Why am I blanking on this word? Pine needles. Super cute with gold foil. And these cute little bows and ornaments. These vintage ornaments are like so awesome. So awesome. And then Bella Boulevard actually has a Santa Stops Here collection, and I picked a few of their papers too. I thought that maybe I could cut out a couple of these houses or buildings and make something cute, a cute little card or something. And I do like this pattern. It's really fun. Could be used sparingly because it is pretty busy. But I like this one too because it has all the same kind of colors, the two-tone pink and the turquoise and the green. So really, really cute. And then this tree pattern I like a lot. And here's another one of those border strips that you could cut out. And then I like this one, obviously, again, sparingly because it is super busy, but I could see using it as like a little strip of washi or just as a background. But on the other side, it has just a couple of things. I would probably only use this one here because it's just not the theme that I'm looking for, but I did like that this pattern encompasses all the colors, so that's why I picked that one. So those are, oh, and this 12 by 12 paper I forgot to grab so that you could look at this one too. Also from the Advent, but I think that maybe these could be cut out. I just think that they're super cute. Okay, so those are the 12 by 12 papers. And then the other paper packs that I'm going to be using are, well, I will be using the Illustrated Faith paper pack just in case any of those pages, if it's just easier for me to grab a 6x8, then I'm certainly going to do that. And then it has some others in the collection that I didn't grab for the 12 by 12s for. And also they have the plain solid colors on the back, which I adore because when you need that perfect shade to kind of coordinate on one page, their 6x8 albums or their 6x8 paper pads really help with that. So definitely using this one. And then I did also hang on to the Bella Boulevard one because the same reason, it's got the solid colors. And if it's easier to just grab a 6x8 pattern instead of trying to cut down one of the 12 by 12s, then that makes it easier too. LE Studios Document December kit came with 6x8 pages already cut. So here's what we're gonna do. We've already gone over this. I've done an unboxing. I've done a look inside this kit. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but as you can see, it's super freaking cute. So a lot of the same tones. This one has some pink in it. So if you look with it next to Fa La La, those greens look great together. Those pinks coordinate. The reds are awesome. It's got some neutrals. Just, it looks really good with with this Fa La La collection. It's just perfect. So that is, these are the papers. And then I think let's do the cards. So I'm using a combination of LE Studio. So we've got some of the Document December 4x6s. And then I'm also using some from last year that I hung on to because the colors are very, very similar. So that same color green, it's got some reds and pinks. And I just liked them and didn't use everything from last year. And then also some additional leftover things from last year. I think this one's from the Felicity Jane December kit. And then some printables from, gosh, I don't even remember where these are from. Maybe Paper and Spool? I'm not sure. But here are some more from the Document December kit from this year. And I also got several collections from in a creative bubble. So she has the best printable cards, and the colors, again, she did a very traditional color scheme too this year. So that's why I picked up her stuff. And my 3x4 cards, I have not organized them yet. So last year I organized them by color. I might do that again. I feel like last year I had a lot more, so I'm not sure. I might just kind of thumb through them and figure out how I'm feeling like they're categorized. We'll just have to see. But I did save some from last year that have a lot of the same colors, and that would be really fun again for this year. So as you can see, I've got In a Creative Bubble back here, and mostly Ellie's Studio up front, but more from In a Creative Bubble, and then some older stuff from last year. So I haven't decided how I'm going to organize those yet. We shall see. And I also grabbed the 3x8 cards from In a Creative Bubble because I am all about like the smaller inserts, and I like to use the little tabs. Let me see if I can grab them. I used these a lot in my last year's album, and they're these self-adhesive tabs, and so I like to just stick them on here, and then I punch a hole in the plastic part and use them as hole reinforcers basically, and then it doesn't take away from the color of your insert. So I get these in these two sizes, in this small 1-inch size and then a 2-inch size. I think it's 2 inches. It's this one. I guess it is. Here, let's measure. Why can't I tell? Yeah, 1 inch and 2 inches. And these are super, super handy. So yeah, I picked up the 3x8s because they're so cute. And again, the colors are like so rad. So good. And I love that she throws yellow in because again, I always end up with different colors, like normal everyday colors in my December album. So, okay, that I think is mostly all the paper. Hold on. There's also the tip-ins from Illustrated Faith, so I put these aside as well because they can be used in the same fashion as the 3x8s. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to pick up some 3x8 page protectors from Ali Edwards. I haven't decided yet. We will see about that too. Okay, what's next? Stickers. So I'm using this mail sorter here. Let me see if I can make sure that you guys can see this well. It's just like a mesh mail sorter. It's got these different tiers. So I'm using this for my stickers. Let's see. Because it's just easier to be able to kind of like thumb through them like this and keep them upright. So that's helpful. So I've got the stickers from Ellie's Studio. I've got some of these clear stickers. I think these are from Simple Stories. I didn't use them last year, but I got them last year, and I just wanted to hang on to them because they look still like a style that I would use and look like some of the things I would definitely use. So I just wanted to hang on to them. And then this is from the Advent collection, and wanted to make sure that I kept some of the items and embellishments to go with those things. And then these are some washi sheets from last year's Ellie Studio Christmas kit. So wanted to hang on to those too. The colors are still great. These are from this year's Ellie Studio kit. I'm so excited about these. And then I picked up the stickers. These are puffy stickers from the Follow Law collection. And this plaid ornament right here is calling my name. But yeah, I'm not typically a decorator with like birds and stuff, but I like them. They are vintage enough to where I really think they look good. And then these are some of the labels and stuff from Ellie Studios kit, and this is from last year. So, but the colors, look, I mean, it's like so good that they're still so similar. So those are stickers. And then I have some doilies in red and green and turquoise, or kind of like more of a blue, but those will be used frequently. I haven't cut these apart yet, but these came from In a Creative Bubble. And so the tickets and the cute little squares and circles and the labels and just, oh my gosh, everything she does is so gorgeous. So I'm hanging on to these, and I will probably take some time to cut them up one night when we're watching TV or something. Some larger embellishments are the Advent cardstock, the Advent chipboard. So these are super fun, and I love this Christmas right here is my absolute favorite because it's in all the colors. It's just so wonderful. So these are really super cute, and I can't wait to use those. This is an alpha from Felicity Jane from actually last year's Christmas set, and look how freaking big these letters are. I am so stoked to use these. They are so gigantic. Look at that. Aren't they so cute? And they're puffy and super thin, so I'm really excited to use those. And then I did pick up the chipboard sheet from the Fa La La collection as well, because there was just enough stuff that I knew I would use, even though I'm probably not going to use this tree, and I'm not going to use the glittery things because I cannot do glitter. But I just loved the vintage retro feel of mostly everything on here. So I'll be punching these out, and then what I normally do with these, because they're so thick, is that I will punch them out and then I'll like take some of the chipboard off, and then I don't have to deal with the sticker part, and then I just have this small thin piece, and that helps. So I'll end up just tossing it with the rest of my embellishments at some point. Just makes it easier than lugging around this whole this whole big huge chipboard. So I'll get that back on there. All right, a couple more things. The stamps that I'm using this year are this is from Gossamer Blues Traveler's Notebook kit from last year. There's just too many good things on here to part with, and I just love France Banana Fish Studio. She designed this stamp set, and everything she does is magic as well, so I'm hanging on to that one. This one is also from last year, and this is from Kelly Stamps, and there's just so many good things, of course, that I think would be able to be used again. This one's from Advent, so I wanted to make sure I still hung on to some of the pieces that went with that collection as well. This one's from last year, and I think this one's also from Kelly Stamps. I am not 100% sure, but I'm not sure. I forget. Maybe it's from Gossamer Blue. If anybody recognizes it, or if it's yours, you let me know. This one is from Ellie's Studio from this year, and so I'm all over it. And this one's also from Ellie's Studio from this year, and it's like more of a planner style, so it's got all these little things and words that you can do around the Christmas holidays. And then another one from Illustrated Faith. So those are the stamps that I will be using. And then I have not, as you can see, done anything with my embellishments. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this yet because I'm organizing in a Rascog, and so I want to be able to separate things out. And so a lot of these things are from last year, but you'll see some new things. I'm not thrilled about everything from the old stuff that I kept, but I honestly didn't keep very much old stuff. So I might have to go through it one more time and just kind of toss the things that I don't think I will use. But oh my gosh, these things from the Advent collection and from Fa La La, oh my goodness, they're just like these ornaments and this Merry Christmas, Prince of Peace, and then, I mean, check this out. I mean, it's vintage ornaments and tinsel. How can you go wrong? There are some gold glittery things I will use, like I'll probably use that. No doubt, no doubt. So again, I'm not really sure yet. I have to really go through these and figure out what the best way would be. Usually you know, in my everyday scrapbooking life, I organize by color. But when I do December daily, I typically prefer to organize my embellishments by type. So for example, I would take things that were square and I would put them together, and then I would put shapes together, and I would put words together. And that helps because I am documenting a different way when I document for December. So that's typically how I would do it. And it probably is, again, how I'm going to do that. So this is probably a great time to do that while I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm not going to put you guys through all that, but, and then I would maybe do like acrylics and wood veneer, banners, you know, just so that I can, I don't know, visually just kind of separate things, because I definitely could not live just digging. I couldn't just dig. So that's kind of what I have going on now. And then the last couple things are, I have this Ho 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 wood veneer from Ellie Studio this year, and then I picked up these buttons from the Fa La La collection, because how do you pass these up? I mean, these are so cute. And I'm thinking that maybe I will just use one of each for my scrapbooking and then make some earrings out of the rest of these. I like to make earrings out of buttons, and so I think these would be perfect for some holiday outfits. What do you guys think? All right. Well, this is, oh, you know what? I still have a couple of things to show you, and I forgot. I have some leftover alphas that I think I am going to stick in my stash here that would be great for this year. And the colors, again, still go pretty well. These are from Fancy Pants. I don't know who these are from, but I've had them for a couple of years, so not bad. I mean, I like big, bold letters. Oh, the other thing I'm waiting on too is I did buy the big giant numbers from Allie Edwards, so I'm excited about those. They're the big white numbers stickers. So I also have these big giant letters that I use sometimes, and I have those in white and in craft, and these are from Target Dollar Spot like 4 years ago, so I wish that I could tell you that you could go grab some for yourself, but they don't have them anymore. And then I also have these wood numbers. I think these came from Gossamer Blues kit last year. I'm probably getting that wrong. I forget, but there's always room for needing numbers in a December daily. So there we have it, guys. That's my DIY December daily kit. Hope you guys love it. I cannot wait to show you Joy when it gets here. I will do a separate look inside when Joy arrives, but I probably won't include Joy and do this all over again. But I will show you some little bits and pieces of how I think that Joy will coordinate with all the rest of these goodies. So, all right, guys, I hope you've got your eyes on some really fun December stuff, and I cannot wait till we all start sharing our December daily albums. All right, you guys, see you soon. Bye, and thanks for watching.